So CleanFiber makes high-performance building insulation from recycled cardboard boxes. Insulation's been around forever, and there are various forms of insulation. There's fiberless insulation, there's foam insulation, and then there's cellulose insulation. Cellulose insulation is a paper-based product which is put into walls, it traps air, and it insulates. People would use cellulose in place of fiberglass because it's a better insulator, and they would use it in place of foam because it's safer and it's a lot less expensive. The cellulose insulation industry has been around for decades, and the product performs very, very well. But historically, the product has been made from recycled newspapers. People have tried literally for decades to make a good product out of corrugated cardboard boxes, but they haven't been able to. You could see the fundamental underlying commodity trends. You could see the newspaper going away. You could see the corrugated cardboard box coming along. But there is actually a lot of technology in what we do. It's not just shredded paper. People have tried for decades to make this work. We really look at the microstructure of the materials. We look at the chemistry. We've spent years and millions of dollars optimizing this to develop a product which performs better than what's in the market today, but which we can produce cost effectively. The magic is in the fire retardant chemistry we use and the approach we use to manufacturing. So any form of insulation you put into your house, you want to be safe. You want to be safe during the installation process, and you certainly want it to be safe if there was ever a fire. It's just crazy for us to be losing heat rapidly through structures when we don't need to. 47% of home energy use is space heating and space cooling. So all of that, either goes out the window or out the walls. If you can significantly improve the efficiency of homes retaining their temperature, you can meaningfully impact our nation's and frankly the globe's energy usage and carbon emissions. So a home that has been historically built with fiberglass, if built with cellulose, will typically save somewhere between 26 and 38% of its heating costs. What that means is, as this technology rolls out, as we roll out across the country and ultimately across the globe, we can have a meaningful impact on climate change for not a lot of money. Our company has spent years developing this technology. We've lined up customers. We've got a supply agreement in place with the largest recycler of corrugated cardboard on the continent. And we're launching production this quarter. We've got a line in place. We're actually in the final steps of qualifying that line and passing all the industry tests. And then we'll be shipping to customers within a couple months. If you have a stick-built home or a stick-built multifamily unit, that's anything built by 2x4s, 2x6s, any sort of traditional wood construction materials, we're a very, very competitive solution. And we think that this is a business that can grow to be a meaningful slice of the $11 billion global, North American market, and what's going to be a $50 billion global market for insulation. And so it's time for us to go after it as a country. It's time for the globe to recognize the value of good insulation. And this is a solution for really scaling a very cost-effective solution, because cost matters too. So I like it for its cost and for its performance and for its environmental attributes. There's really nothing wrong with it. It's one of these businesses that everybody likes because there's just nothing wrong with this business.